Mark Gatiss, hello, how are you doing?
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How does it feel to be labelled an artist of distinction?
It makes me feel old. I think that must have happened. I presume someone's dropped out. I don't know. It's very nice, very nice. What's the award look like? I haven't seen a thing.
I'm not sure either. But earlier last year at Christmas, you featured in the Doctor Who Christmas special, the Regeneration episode, and it's a particularly poignant episode, especially you playing a World War I soldier. I was wondering what
His grandfather.
Yes, indeed. What was it like to be a part of that quite special episode?
Magic. It was magic. I mean, for me, as a lifelong fan, and I've been in it twice already, so I'm being very greedy, and I've written for it since it came back, but there was something very special about doing that. It was Stephen's last episode, Peter's last episode. David Bradley came back, and he was my Doctor, as it were, from Adventure in Space and Time. I was playing the Brigadier's grandfather. It was like literally all my Christmases I could ever want. And I thought it was a very beautiful thing and a very lovely way for everyone to go. But and I'm terrifically excited about the new series because I know nothing about it.
And obviously you brought back League of Gentlemen at Christmas as well, and met with a great reception. Do you have any plans to bring us more episodes?
No, but we're doing a tour starting in June, which will go on for a while, and all the old favourites will be there. So we'll see. Very, very excited about that. No, we were just worried about the danger of coming back. You know, people have such fond memories of it. That's always a bit risky. But in the end, you just think, well, we're doing it because we want to, not to tick any boxes or to please anybody else. And we were just very overwhelmed by the response, really. So we're going on tour.
Would you do another film?
Another League film?
Yeah.
I don't know. If anybody asked, maybe. I think we're probably more likely to do something with us, the four of us. That was a project we did together rather than being a... I don't know. We talked before we did the specials. We actually thought we might try and do another film, but it would be a very different thing. Wouldn't have been Royston Vasey. And then we kind of came to the decision where we sort of should go back because 15 years since the last series, it's like, well, actually, that was what interested us. You know, what's happened to everybody. And that's kind of how we approached it.
So it's been a year since the last series of Sherlock came out. Do you think you'll ever get Benedict back from
it's not that. It's everybody's availability, really. I mean, everyone's really very keen. It's just the last series was a nightmare to schedule. You sort of put one thing in place and then something else doesn't work. So we certainly have no immediate plans, but I'd be surprised if we never did it again.
Would you perhaps consider doing a film?
Well, we've talked about that, you know, and the fact is, how do I put this, especially tonight, but high-end television is kind of where everything is at the moment. And our episodes were always extremely cinematic. We've screened them in the cinema 3 times as the series launches, and they've gone tremendously well. In South Korea, the Abominable Bride outgrows Star Wars for that week. So you have to think, well, what do you actually gain from going, right, now it's a film? The danger is you get a tiny bit more money, you lose more control, and someone says, shall we go abroad?
But if, say, you know, you were struggling for availability and you weren't able to do a whole series and Netflix came along and said, do us an hour and a half film,
But that would be a film, that would be a Netflix, it wouldn't be a movie, would it? I think it's be more likely to be a special than anything else. But we have no immediate plans. We're doing Dracula next, and that's going to take some time. Yes, it's a story about Queen Anne, her favourite, Sarah Churchill, and another woman played by Emma Stone, who is brought in and sort of takes over. So it's a power struggle, really, between these 3 women. And I played the Duke of Marlborough, who is Sarah Churchill's husband, and it's directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. And I think it's going to be great. It was a really interesting process. We shot it in natural light. It's very big kind of costume drama, but essentially boils down to the power play between these 3 women, Emma Stone, Rachel Weisz and Olivia Colman. So yes, I'm very much looking forward to it. Also, this is a funny, it's a little actors thing. when you go in for a costume fitting, I had one the other day, and it was for a World War II suit, and it was getting so warm, because it's the real thing. What I find very interesting about the Disney Winnie the Pooh is that it doesn't seem to matter that he has an American voice. It kind of fits, doesn't it? I don't know why. It shouldn't work, but it does. I always found this film absolutely enchanting. So I hope this will continue the tradition.